Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Hayden from HHWCUSTOMS.com. Today I'm releasing a 55 gasser wide body Restomod. So this is a full resin body, full resin interior, full resin base. This actually is only two pieces, but all the base and interior and stuff like that is together. So let's go right into it with the body here. I designed everything myself based off the Hot Wheel one, and I added flares. Initially this is going to attach to a Hot Wheel casting. You're going to cut the where the firewall will be, and that was going to be the kit, so people can just get a detailed wider thing and then some wider fenders. But I opted instead to just design the whole casting itself, so I can have a little bit more freedom as to what I wanted to do. For instance, this is a significantly wider front end, which is nice. The bottom like bumper area, valance area, whatever you want to call this, is extended out a little bit more past the actual the top of the headlights, and I think it looks pretty cool. It gives it a little more aggressive look. Looking straight on, I'm not sure if you guys can see it in this video, but the grill is actually see-through. This grill was through my other 55 gasser setup I had made a while back, and I went and just dropped this in here, and I think it looks great. The headlights pretty cool. It's sunk in a little bit. I think they fit the profile really nice without making it exactly stock or too crazy like. And a hood is something else I made from another project where I made a hood for the 55 gasser as well. And moving on to the fenders here, we have this vent, which is really nice. I like the way this came out. I had it initially a little bit more round. I decided to square it off a little bit, make it a little more aggressive. I wanted to do something in the back here before, and I actually had a version where it had a kind of like a Porsche vent or like a Ferrari, how it kind of like goes into the body panel. It didn't look nice, if I'm being honest with you. I think it was me doing it because I think it could look really cool with this, but I didn't like the way I was doing it, so I just opted to just make it completely wide and smooth all the way around. And then I tried the same kind of design on the rear, but it's not here because it doesn't look good. So maybe a later date I'll play around with that. But another thing that you guys can see off the bat, if you had a one next to it, is it's actually chopped. This is a chopped top. I don't know exactly what measurement would be to scale, but it's not too aggressive. Here's the original version next to it. Don't know if this is even easy to tell, but there is a significant difference. So I like that. And the only problem that sucks about this is that the windows won't fit in straight away. I tried actually to even cut one up, and I can get the front windshield to go, but I imagine that rear is gonna be really difficult. So I'm gonna maybe get some like a blister from like a Hot Wheels and try and cut it out, and maybe make that, because it's not too bad of a dimension. It just doesn't fit that stock one. And either way, all I only have is green ones lying around, and I don't want to do that. Moving on to the rear quarter panel area, you can see the profile of the tail light and the bumper and all that stuff cut out. I wanted to still have it removable so that people want to have a chrome chassis, they could also paint the bumper at the same time. Since I didn't do that with the front, I think the back was pretty good. This is supposed to be a Restomod, so the taillights are not going to be exact, just like the real thing, but I think they came out really cool. They're extruded just far enough to where you can get a paintbrush in there or even a toothpick and detail it up, and you won't spill it over to the fenders, so I think that's nice. The trunk actually has the crease still, which is nice. I think it adds a little bit something to it. I was going to add a badge or something to it, or even follow the trunk line down here, but I think it just looks good, kind of just falling off. I was trying to think when I was designing this, put myself in the mindset of like a SEMA like style build. If I'm there at SEMA, you see Chip Foose's car, you see these people's cars, and they have the modern taste on a classic car, and I think that's something that would be there. It would be that the hinges are kind of tucked away, but they're still there if you really look for them, and that the shaved rear end with real sharp angles, and same with the taillights. So that could be like a retro futurism style taillight, how it still has the original shape, but it goes out a little bit more. I don't know. I was trying to make it different, and I think it came out pretty good. The rear window is actually slanted a little bit more compared to the original. I'm not sure if it's going to come across on camera real well, but it is slanted significantly more. I don't know. I like it. It kind of makes me think of like a Mercury for some reason, which I like Mercury, so I'll say that was intentional. So that's it for the body. Oh, I guess I could show this too. There are two rivet holes, I should say. You guys can just get your screw, and if you have a wide enough diameter one, you can screw it in and it'll grab, but like only 1-2 tries. Or you guys can just stick the screw in there and then glue it down, and that'd probably be the easiest thing, I would say. This resin is brittle, so I wouldn't imagine you're gonna get many uses out of that. This is the interior now. We have the original dash and steering wheel, or actually I made that steering wheel for this product specifically, but the dash is reused from the 55 gasser I'd done before. I'd have that center console that seems every Restomod does. I'm not a fan of this, if I'm being honest with you, but it makes sense for the genre of custom build. But in real life, I'm not a big fan of all the touchscreens and stuff like that. But I added it in there anyways. There's a touchscreen. There's 5 buttons or little dials underneath it. I'll have a closer picture right here of it. But yeah, I added that in there. And then one of my favorite things, which I'm hoping you guys can see, you guys can see a little bit right there. You can actually see through the center console. And I thought that was a cool touch. It seems like something I would see on an actual build like this in real life, and they have like the clear, like a resin, or not resin, plexiglass, and then they put lights around it. I don't know. It was something fun to add right in the moment, so I went for it. This does have some pedals, a gas and a brake pedal. I doubt you guys can see that in there, but it's there. So you guys paint it up. Again, the shadows is really hard to work with right here. And then of course, you have to have the big, comfy seats with all the little designs and little bumps and padding and all that stuff everywhere. So, made that pretty cool. This does have a stick shift, although it is not an actual manual. This is something I see on a lot of resto mods where they have it to make it look like it, but then you look down, there's no third pedal. So, I wanted to include that just as a funny little joke. And of course, that extended center console that goes all the way to the back seat, and they have their own little panel thing there too. And that same kind of symbol that was in the trans tunnel is now on the back in the middle there. So just a little something. And of course, the no legroom. That is something I see on all those builds as well. There's absolutely no legroom. They have these nice seats everywhere, and no one can enjoy them. I'm going to put these wheels on here, and I'll show you guys. This does roll. This one I messed. I cut the little nipple off for another project, and of course, I don't have another white one right now. So it's gonna wobble a little bit, but it fits on just like that. There's no extra sanding you need to do or anything like that. It fits right in. You can see that the rivet holes do line up right there, which is nice, and it has this nice little contour, so you know exactly where to go. And this does not hit the front bumper, so absolutely no sanding you need to do. And the wheels do spin freely. I don't know what diameter wheels you guys are going to use, but these are just around 11, I think maybe a little bit bigger. And so these do not rub that crazily, but they do rub a tiny bit. You can see how this one is swaying left and right, left and right, left and right. So if you guys get a bigger axle, it'll stop it a little bit because it's going to take up all that axle sleeve space. But it does roll right now. But as you can hear, it's rubbing just the tiniest bit, which is unfortunate, but it does roll. And I mean, I could let it go on its own and it'll go, but see, it'll jump every once in a while. So you gotta have to, oh, maybe that's because the wheel came off. Yeah, I should get another wheel for this. But on its own, it does roll. Like I said, my wheel is messed up, but it's rolling on its own. So it does roll. These, like I said, are about 11 millimeters, and they are tucked nicely in there. And if you guys wanted to run a bigger wheel, I added it so you guys can just cut this little stem in the middle of the axle sleeve there, so that you guys can just cut those, sand those down however you guys want. And if you want to fit like a deep dish one of these, I have like what are they, 13-ish wheels. You can probably get those by sanding those down and then pushing them out more, so you guys can have a way deeper look. Personally, I'm going to try that this next when I paint this up, because I want to paint one. I just don't have time right now to try it out, but that'll help make all that clearance. I just gave that as an extra. Usually I have it to where all the it's all covered with the base, but I figured that would be a good thing. Same thing with the front. If you wanted to get, I don't know, some wheels that are deeper for whatever reason, you guys can have the room to play around with. And on the bottom here, since we're here, bottom you can see HHW Customs number 2, and number 2 is because this is well, 2 reasons. This is the second build of 2026, which is why that's there as well. But also this is my second casting full, I want to say casting in quotes, because I had also released this last week, and I know I haven't showed this on the channel yet. I haven't had time to edit that video, so I'm gonna have to do that. So that'll be up soon, but this is another one I did, and that's kind of a nod to that as well. So we'll see, but I'm thinking all the builds I do for 2026, I could have a number in iterations of it or whatever. And of course, you can see design and made in USA, 55 Bel Air Restomod. And I don't know, I usually label all my stuff. And this nice drivetrain right through the middle. It's pretty cool. It does a little touch. I don't know, some of the bases, when they have a lot of detail on it, it's really nice. But for me, it's hard to do all that stuff usually, because I include all this writing. Like sometimes the gas tank. Maybe I should add a gas tank. Maybe next build I'll do that. And of course, you can see big worm right there. And then if you guys even remove the base, you can see HHW Custom is right there. Just a little nod. Big worm is my nickname, so I like to add that in as a little hidden thing in every single build, or almost every build, so you guys can go back and try and find it. Anyways, if you guys are interested in this at all, it is available at HHWCUSTOMS.com right now. There'll be a link in the description for it. And let me know if you guys like this stuff. I know not a lot of people like this because it's pretty much just a paint kit now. It's not really custom. I saw one comment on Facebook about that, but to be fair, I don't know. There's so much more stuff you can do to this if you really wanted to. But I just think it's a cool base. Just think about it as if it was metal. It was just, you can cut stuff up. You can still glue stuff onto this. It's real easy to glue stuff to this and paint it, and, you know, does everything. So, like I said, if you guys are interested in this, check it out. Website, HHWCustoms.com. I'm going to have it discounted for the first 24 hours. Then it's going to go back up to full price. But yeah, just wanted to show this off. I know I haven't been active on YouTube for a while, so go check it out, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
If you got style and you know how to please and smile, it makes me weak in the knees. If you're a guy who is gentle and tough, you might